Cushman, the legend in the plans. Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans. Not many whose head can understand everything pro wrestling. It can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined today by Rob.
What's going on?
Little early to get it in, but we are going to be talking New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion, and what a crazy show this was. I don't know, Rob. I don't know what to say about it. You got the Dominion logo above your head, but
that's all right. I will say this is probably the easiest New Japan show that I've watched. 3.5 hours.
I'll take that.
It was also nice to see a crowd back in there. And talking about the crowd too, I did like how they socially distanced it. It was like every other row, every other seat. I would actually kind of like to go to a show like that. You know, you can spread your legs out, stretch.
Oh.
You know, especially when you go to like some of those boring WWE shows.
All of them. Kidding.
I won't say all of them, but you know, like they give you no reason to stand up besides you have to go to the bathroom or go to concessions or whatever.
Yeah, I always like intermissions and shows. Like Ring of Honor is the only one I know that does that.
At least this way you have your own like personal space.
Well, look, guys, we're getting ready to recap the entire Dominion show, so make sure you stick around. And let's start off with the intro here.
Everything pro wrestling can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Alrighty.
I always get hyped when I hear that, man.
Shout out to Montesi for the intro theme of the show. Rob, I want to kind of let you hold it down with the Booker's book, if we want to call it that. Let us get into some of this, man.
All right, we get our opening contest. I guess this is a match that was added last minute. We have Togi Makabe, Honma, and Gabriel Kidd versus Satoshi Kojima, Yuji Nagata, Blue Justice, and Taguchi-san.
Yeah, this match was a solid, like, in New Japan Pro Wrestling, your openers are always with guys who were kind of yesteryear, I always feel. Not to say anything bad about these guys, because, look, I'm a big fan of Blue Justice. These guys are legends when it comes down to it at the end of the day. And Gabriel Kidd, he's been around. So, I mean, he just was in there getting a chance to make everybody look good. This was one of those matches you're going to see solid work. You're going to remember the guys from who were in the main event scene in what, 01, 02-ish, that time period.
Before then.
Yeah. Yuji Nagata was around for a while. Former WCW television champion, I believe, as well. But this was a solid match. It's older guys. You know what to expect in here. Lots of chops, lots of just brute force stuff that you would expect. I thought it was a solid match. The match ends with Gabriel Kidd getting caught in a crossface by Yuji Nagata. # Blue Justice. So, yeah. I thought it was okay for what it was.
I caught the very end of this one, and the way you described it, it seemed like it was a nice, solid match.
Yeah. As far as a grade goes, we gave it a C. Shout out to everybody in the chat, too. I see you guys, and I see John L. Broken. I think Jesus is watching it as well, my man Jesus De Leon. Yeah, gave this a solid C for. I think it was fair. It was okay. It was what you expected from this type of match. That's all I got for it, unless you want to add anything else for yourself.
Like I said, I didn't really catch too much of it, but it's nice to see. It's always nice to see Yuji Nagata in there.
Yeah, can't be mad. I know B-Dub would be proud of that. What was the next match, Rob?
We have Ishii, Toru Yano, and I want to say Tsuchi versus LIJ, represented by Hiromu Takahashi, Sanada, and Bushi. And this, I saw most of this one. This was all right. It wasn't really what I expected from a LIJ match, especially one with Sanada and Takahashi in it.
Yeah, LIJ, I don't know what to say about them. We're going to get into them a lot towards the end of this. Yeah, dude, this was a alright match. It was they did a lot of opening like 6-man matches and stuff. Just I felt like they were just squeezing people on to squeeze people on the card.
It didn't really feel like a Dominion show, but I felt like, they were working with what they got given the circumstances.
In comparison, what do you could consider like Dominion their SummerSlam?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like this is their second biggest show, and you kind of just felt like, all right, cool. It worked. I'm not complaining about the shorter time. Cool. I'm glad I could wake up at 2 a.m. and this was done at 5:30, basically.
Yeah, and I'm coming off of that UFC pay-per-view right before this too.
Yeah, that was a dope show too, bro. We had some near falls in this match. Lots of near falls. A lot of these matches, it was just working, bro. You're in the ring. You do your work. You put in the work, and they kept it moving, man.
Now, you notice, too, Sushi's still wearing the black trunks, black belts. I don't know if he's still, well, I'm assuming he's still in the dojo. I don't know if he's still considered a young lion, but
I don't see any problems with that. They've got a lot of good guys coming up that I think can really do some things.
Yeah, man.
Connors and Fredericks.
Shibata's in there doing his thing.
Yeah, most def. This match, I can't remember what was the finish. Hiromu gets a Boston Crab and Tetsuya taps out.
I think it's Suchi, but
Suchi.
Yeah.
There was a tap out here.
It was kind of nice to see that. You really don't see that move winning matches anymore these days.
This is true.
Glad you caught that.
Yes. Yeah, I know exactly what you were talking about. But good win here. I gave this a C+ for the near falls and the work rate that was put in on it.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
What else do we have in this one?
We got match number 3. It's another 6-man. We have Master Wato. I'm not really too familiar with, but I like his look with the blue hair.
I think he just debuted this or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know where this came from, but I've been seeing his name pop up a lot.
He's partnered with Hiroshi Tenzan and how do you say that? Nomura.
Yes.
And they were taking on Doki, Desperado, and Kanamura representing Suzuki-gun.
Yeah, man. Another 6-man tag. I really can't say. Like, I don't know what people want me to say about these matches. They wrestled a 6-man tag match.
Yeah, they were getting people on a big show. It was nice to see,
Yeah. Once again, work was there. You can get into this, but we know the matches after this is what they were looking forward to for the most part.
And I know it seems like we're kind of rushing through this, but there's really not too much to say about these opening matches, and it's basically 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Boys are tired.
Yeah. Once again, like, nobody really stood out to me in this one as like you need to pay attention to. There was one person, and they'll come up again later on, so I don't want to spoil that too much. But you go through this, it was a C match. It ends with Desperado hitting a sit-out pump handle. I don't remember who he was on.
Facebuster. It was on what the hell's his name? Nomura.
Nomura, yes. Let's see here. The next match we got is the tag team match of Goto and Okada teaming up to take on your boy Tokyo Pimp.
Yujiro Takahashi and Taichi Ishimori.
No Bunny was with him. No, none of your girl. A little sad.
She's probably stuck on New Zealand with
Fale.
Oh boy, yeah.
And the friggin' Bone Soldier Ishimori was out there. I thought he looked great tonight. Yeah. I don't know what it is. There's just something about him that I'm like, yo, this dude's been on point.
And actually something that I stood out to me right before this match. You got the ring crew out there cleaning out the ring. They were sanitizing the ropes, cleaning the mat.
Well, this was after this match.
That was right before this one. It was Okada.
No, it was after. Because I said something after Okada came out. I remember this.
Nope. It was right before this.
We're gonna fight. Someone look it up and tell me when the ring crew cleaned this match. Put it in the comments below. $5 if you say I was right. So
he's not paying you.
I'm not. So there was good storytelling in this. This goes from the night before. It was telling us a story based off the tournament a little bit. Yeah. That Okada hurt his neck. And Okada is like I don't even know what's the equivalent to call him. If they said the ace was John Cena, I don't even know what to call Okada. Okada's
the standard bearer in my book.
He's the best professional wrestler probably in the world. I'll say it.
I agree with that.
The storytelling was there, that they focused in on his neck. Even the manager outside the ring focused on the neck the entire match. Swinging DDTs and everything else. Goto's been in this never open weight position for so long that I feel like he should be doing something else at this point. I don't know if you feel the same way. I feel like he's tremendously underused.
I don't know. I feel like they're wasting him, but he always goes out there and he has good matches. He has the respect of his peers and the respect of the crowd, and I just see that I was wrong about that ring crew.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Thank you. Your imaginary $5 is coming in the mail. But yeah, dude, the work was there, bro. I don't know. When we saw this, bro, I thought the Tokyo Pimp was eating the pen. That's why I thought he was out there.
Yeah, I was shocked, man.
Okada ends up, his team loses this match. Not Okada, of course. But Okada took an ass whooping in this match, bro. Yeah. So basically what happens in this match is a swinging DDT on Goto. And he was just done. The Tokyo Pimp was the one who got the dub. Shocked. I don't know. I was like, what is happening right now in New Japan?
You've seen him actually win matches. He's usually the one. He's almost like Enzo in a way, where he'll come in after all the work is done
and take the L or take the dub.
Yeah,
this is true. So while this is happening, everyone's probably wondering, well, where was Okada? And we failed to mention in the 6-man tag matches that people weren't on the apron for this. They were on the apron for the tag matches, though, right? Sometimes
they were. I don't know what was going on with that. Sometimes they were hanging out on the outside, on the floor. Sometimes they were up on the apron. Like in that second match, they Yano and them, they were all up on the apron, but LIJ was on the floor. I don't know what was up with that, but
weird. So in this, you're wondering, well, where's Okada throughout all of this beatdown? He's on the floor. Geto is working over the dude's neck, and they beat him down. And in typical storytelling, after the match even happens, they still kick the crap out of Okada. I think it's a great storytelling element that not enough people, I think, are going to bring up when you hear what happened on this show.
And can I just say that Chaos is one of the worst factions. They don't give a damn about each other.
Big facts. I had to give this a B-. I thought this was a fun, solid match again.
I would say for the angle, yes, I would agree with that.
Okada losing, I feel like that this is a build-up to something, though. Okada's going to get back on his win streak, especially around the time once they try to get the Olympics going again. Who knows when we're going to get back to normal with all of this, but...
Gosh, man, I guess normal wasn't working, so we'll see what happens. But like you said before, it was kind of weird seeing Okada lose 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, that's damn, that's weird to see. Jesus De Leon compared Okada to John Cena.
As far as, about his standing in the company, I would agree with that.
Yeah, as a standard bearer, I don't think I'd say John Cena was the best wrestler in the world back then, but I think Okada is the best.
That's it.
You could
say John Cena was probably the best performer at one point.
Yeah, he drew the most money. That's all that matters.
Yeah. But we're not here to talk about them. We're here to talk about New Japan.
You damn right. This is my first time actually watching New Japan. I didn't watch a lot of the tournament. Didn't have time, man. I've been working.
There's so much crap going on these days, man.
Next up, we have the Never Openweight Championship match. Rob, who's in that?
Oh, we have Shingo Takagi versus Sho.
Sho came out to this high voltage type music. He did not come out to the Roppongi 3K.
I was upset about that because I love that song.
Listen, bro, I think that they have a single star on their hand here, potentially.
Now, do you think it's we were talking about this earlier. Do you think Yo's the mole?
Yes, I do. I've said that since the beginning. I do think Yo is the mole. I've always said, I think a year ago you could find on one of the New Japan videos, I said, I think I know who the mole is. I've always believed it's Yo. Because Sho is getting all the love. He's going to get the singles push, I feel like. I think this was a test run. This was a check the oil, if you will.
I would say you go back a year ago up until now. Look at Show and Yo. Them, they stepped it up like 3 levels.
I think they had to, though. I brought up that they kind of took the Young Bucks spot here. Like, they were the number 1 junior tag team, and they knew that. Even when the Young Bucks moved up to the heavyweight, I think they were like, yo, look, you guys have to do something here.
Yeah.
So, these guys have stepped up to the plate, and I think they've done a good job in this one. In this match, Last Dragon was hit for a near fall.
Yeah, it was weird seeing somebody kick out of that.
Nobody usually kicks out of the Last Dragon, but New Japan's been doing this weird thing. I said this last time they had a show. Bro, what's up with the hit a finisher, guy kicks out, boom, 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 a few more moves, and then you hit it again, and it's over. That was the same thing here again. They've been doing that in so many matches.
It's like they're like driving the point home, or like, this was devastating, but let me kick your ass a little more.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they should just hit the finish one time, or at least switch it up so that it's not the same thing every single time. So, you guys know the finish of this, but I thought that Show hit a nice straight jacket pile driver in this. That was really dope, and eventually the Last Dragon gets hit again. 1, 2, 3. This was a really good match, I thought.
There was a lot of lariats in this match. They were beating the crap out of each other's chests.
This was definitely a B+ match.
There was one lariat that Shingo hit. Went for the pin. His Show kicked out at 1.
Yeah, that definitely. I'm telling you, bro, they're trying to push this man. They're trying to see what they're going to let him do in the future. And I believe Show will be a star. I gave this a B+. That may sound like people may say I'm overrating this. I thought Show did deliver it. And I think Shingo is a future heavyweight champion. They like him a lot.
A couple years from now, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, the one thing I do like about New Japan, though, if they're up to it, everybody gets a shot. Everybody gets a chance to shine.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just a different way to look at it. It's just fan-based stuff. Like, the way you see things. If some of this stuff happened in other companies, people would be complaining. Trust.
Yeah, now, this was my match of the night.
Ooh, really?
The Shingo and Show, yeah.
Oh, this one. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I looked at the next match. My mind's
no,
already...
no.
As a reviewer, your mind's already, like, ahead on the next part.
This next coming match was good, though.
It was damn good.
We got the IWGP Tag Team Championship.
Heavyweight.
We got Go Ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Kota Ibushi versus Taichi, everyone's favorite, and Zack Sabre Jr. representing Suzuki-gun.
I've been on Team Taichi, all right? Let that man breathe, all right? But, yeah. You know what? If people want to hate Taichi, there's other people in the company that you can hate. You know who I'm talking about. Say
Jay White?
No, not Jay White.
Jay White.
Rob hates Jay White. You know who my least favorite is.
Yoshihashi.
Yo, who likes Yoshihashi? Come on. Anywho.
Taguchi. No one likes him either.
Nah, he's alright. I don't mind Taguchi. I just hate Yoshihashi. This match, you know what you're going to get with a Zack Sabre Jr. match. Lots of submissions. You got Kota Ibushi on the other side. Would you believe me if I told you 2 competitors in this match were in the Cruiserweight Classic at one point? Crazy, right?
When he told me that, I forgot Zack Sabre was down there.
They
made the right decision not signing.
The wrestlers, he means, by the way. So, this match, lots of submission holds. I was very, very impressed. Zack Sabre Jr. is the best technical wrestler, I think, today. Period.
He's like a scientist in there, man. He'll pick any limb apart.
And he can make it look good the entire time. Where are we going with this? So, lots of dragon screws were hit. I feel like... I don't know what the story feels like to you, but I feel like they've been doing this, like, the ace is starting to break down a little bit.
Well, they've been doing that for a minute.
Yeah, but I feel like in this match they really like honed in on it, that they were like, yo, work over the old guy. Because usually they try and protect Tanahashi, and in this circumstance it was more or less protect Ibushi.
Yeah, but the thing with Tanahashi too is like, what more can he do before he moves on to that whole Kojima Blue Justice
legendary level? This is true. He's given his body though to New Japan. Honestly,
literally.
He's the reason why New Japan's as big as it is today, because the company might not be here without him. So he deserves a lot of respect.
It's between him and Nakamura.
Yeah, they are definitely... You know what? And you got to give credit to a lot of the guys that we talked about in the earlier matches and Liger and all them. They put the company on their back, man, to make this. But I think he was the flag bearer for it. We had some great near falls in this match. We saw an attempt at a high fly flow. They got reversed to a small package cradle.
Speaking of, when he hit that high fly flow, did you notice with Zack Sabre when he put his knees up, he like kind of like caved his own chest in?
Yeah.
You can tell he was in pain.
Yeah. He gets a near fall on the roll up, and then they go in, they go crazy. But eventually, Kota Ibushi is taken out, and Tanahashi's left on his own.
Dude.
They pick him up for a Michinoku driver, super kick to the back of the head from Taichi, Michinoku driver. Taka lives. 1, 2, 3. Suzuki-gun, we were just complaining about them while we were watching this, that they've never gotten titles. They don't get any respect. They got some respect tonight because they are the new IWGP World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, brother.
Now, we got news early Friday morning that Minoru Suzuki had a fever, so they took him off the show. Now, it was a rumor that he was supposed to be Zack's partner in this, right?
I've heard different things, yes.
Do you think they would have won if it was a Minoru? Mm-hmm. You think so?
I think Suzuki-gun was getting that respect that they kind of deserve. And I feel like with the tag division, anything can happen in that division because the division's been jacked, bro. Like, we could be honest. There's only one real team in there that I'm like, okay, I could take these guys. Like, they're a real tag team.
G.O.D.?
Yeah. Other than that, you know, I mean, maybe another team's coming back soon. Don't know. Just saying. I would love to see them back, but I thought they did a good job here, and I'm cool with a Taichi Zack Sabre Jr. title reign. It's nice not to see Zack Sabre Jr. with the
never open weight.
No, not even that. The UK
Pro
belt, the Rev Pro belt. Like, I feel like he's always stuck in that. And Taichi, I would say, is more the never open weight. Like, oh, okay, Taichi's the never open weight champ. Let these guys do something different. I'm glad that we got to see this.
I was glad to see a dominant victory in this one because that last 5 minutes, they beat the crap out of Tanahashi.
Yeah, we went B- for this match. And if you guys don't know, in the description, we have all of what the ratings equal to and what it means. So you guys can check that out. The scale, I call it, for it. We get a promo package recapping what happened in the New Japan tournament, bro. This is the main event. Let's talk, Rob.
Evil's rise to corruption, man.
Bro, Evil made it pretty far in the tournament, which I was not, like, ever going to disrespect or say, like, no, this isn't happening. But once we found out it was him and Okada, I told you, I was like, bro, Okada's winning this. I was like, I made it sound like it was a layup. Like, you have to do the rematch here.
I thought Sonata was going to win the cup, honestly, but as soon as he was bounced, I was like, yeah, Okada.
Because he was in the finals last year, wasn't he, with Okada?
Okada's always in the finals.
Yeah, he's the shit.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about this? Well, just let's get into what happened first.
What, last night?
Yeah, we'll get into.
Anything that benefits Jay White, I'm against.
This was cool.
This was a hell of an angle. I liked it.
The idea here at the end was that you saw Evil gets the victory. He listen, I didn't even know all this wreckage had happened until I saw the promo package earlier. Like, this dude beat the hell out of Sonata with a steel chair and, like, took his head off.
He lived up to his name, man. He was evil throughout the whole tournament.
This dude beat down anyone and everyone that he could throughout, and then he defeats Okada, which we brought up earlier with the neck. I thought it was great storytelling, and then when Naito comes out, Naito and him kind of, they do the LIJ, put your fist up, be together, and then when he does this, just that little move in the storytelling was like, wait, what did he just do? And he beats the shit out of Naito and basically says, screw LIJ.
Yeah, I was shocked, man.
And when he does the Bullet Club thing where they do this thing now where they, like, kind of float down, and then, they all do the too sweet kind of. That was shocking. That was something that New Japan needed. It injected life into the product to where everyone was like, yo, you need to watch the show tonight.
It was almost on levels of when Kenta attacked Shibata.
Big facts.
And definitely got a lot of people's attention.
And I thought it was a good job. They did what they were supposed to do here. Now, before we get to the main event, guys, this show today is sponsored by Manscaped. You guys can go to manscaped.com, type in the promo code EPW show to get 20% off and free delivery. Right here we have the Lawnmower 3.0. Lawnmower 3.0 is designed for growing grooming. Men can use it. Females, I'm telling you, this thing leaves no nicks. One of the best growing grooming kits that you guys could get. They have plenty of other things that you could get from their website. They have the ball deodorant, the crop preserver it's called. And they also have one of my favorites, the Crop Reviver, which is a little spritz of ball toner that you guys can use. Many great things on there. So go to manscaped.com, use the promo code EPW show, and you can use the same promo code going to powerslam.tv. Get a free month of pro wrestling on everything pro wrestling. Watch all your favorite indies if you go to powerslam.tv, promo code EPW show. And last but not least, big shout out to my boy Josh Burton and Everything College Basketball, another sponsor of the show. He has a great Facebook group if you guys want to join. And when college basketball gets kicked back off, Josh is the person you're going to want to go see to listen to all the latest in college hoops. That was good, right? Main event time. Let's talk. The IWGP World Heavyweight and IC titles are on the line, Rob. We've got Naito ready to beat ass of his former protege, I guess we'll call him, Evil.
What do they call him? His pariah?
Yeah.
His original pariah.
Rob, I'm going to let you take this over, man. You got to probably watch a little bit more of this than me. All you.
So, start this match out, I noticed that Evil leveled up. No longer wearing that his own singlet. He now has... It's almost like a Spartan garb he's wearing.
Yeah.
It looked good on him, man.
It did. I missed the old Evil theme, though. I love that theme as well.
So he looks like a star, though, man. This starts out, Red Shoes tosses the Bullet Club out. He ain't having none of their shenanigans tonight. So I was like, okay. This is going to be a layup for Naito.
Yeah.
But I was wrong. Of course, this one starts out, Evil's playing mind games. Refuses to come into the ring. He's breaking the count, walking around, contemplating what he's going to do next, being really maniacal.
Heelish.
Yeah, heelish.
Yeah.
Naito ain't having that, so he baseball slides him out of the ring, takes it to the outside. Evil, though. Evil was ready for this. They've been in the same faction for years, so he knows this man. They both know each other. He's targeting this man's knees. He's beating the crap out of him. At one point, he beats up Milano.
Why not?
What?
Why not? Dude, the back and forth in this was just great. And I love the focus on the knees because Naito's knee is always taped up. It's there for you to just basically have. And I like the fact that someone who's a stablemate was like, yo, focus on this. It's take him out.
I was thinking, this match was slow in the best way, I would say.
Yeah, it
was methodical.
It was storytelling at its finest. Pro wrestling doesn't have to be all fast flips, moonsaults, going to the outside, dives and everything. Tope suicidas. You don't have to see all that in every single match. But what I like here was the working over the knee. So me and Rob were watching two different spots. I had to take care of the intern who is probably up right now, still crawling around acting a fool. But when they had the table set up and he put him through the table knee first, bro, I felt that.
That looked ugly, man.
Yeah, I thought he definitely... And his leg looked like it got caught in there. What else did we have happen here?
After the table spot, Evil goes in. He goes for the Evil... What the hell is it called?
Which spot?
Everything is Evil. He goes for that. Naito breaks it up. He starts to mount his comeback. He hits a Destino.
I like that out of nowhere, but he was so tired he couldn't make the pinfall. He was just down and out, laying there, waiting to see what happens. And I thought right here is where Naito was going to get ready to turn it around once he got up.
Yeah, 'cause New Japan matches, like those, especially the main events, they go in like acts. Like you got Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. At this point, Evil sends Naito into the referee. Ref bump. You know what happens.
Here comes shenanigans.
Jado and Ishimori make their way out there.
Ishimori, this is what I was talking about. Ishimori looked good, bro. With that dive off the top rope, he just looked like he flew, and it was amazing. And that was even the most impressive spot that he had in this, I think. You know what happens. So afterwards, who comes out to make the save?
Hiromu Takahashi.
Hiromu's out there to make the save. Hiromu was supposed to get a match with Naito before all this even happened. So that's kind of a weird storytelling thing that I think I saw Smart to Death mention earlier. Shout out to him too on Twitter. Let me see if I can find. I'll save what he said later. But the basic idea and concept of Hiromu comes out to make the save, he gets tossed out, and eventually Hiromu tosses Ishimori into that turnbuckle. Bro, I thought this man exploded through the turnbuckle. It was
perfect though, man.
Yeah, he sold it well. Hiromu just doing that belly to back suplex, money. Go ahead, Rob. I'll let you take back over this though.
All right. So where were we? During all this fracas, Evil's down in the corner. He has a chair. I don't know where this chair came from. Somebody slid it to him or whatever. He has the chair. Naito tries to get him back up. He breaks this chair over this man's head. Ugly. Ugly.
Yeah, and
he went for I don't know if he went for the pin, but he got Naito back up. Naito starts him on another comeback. He hits a top rope Destino.
Mm-hmm.
Evil still kicks out. So I guess he didn't have the energy to get on him in time. At this point, Bushi makes his way out.
Bushi looks like he's ready to come out there and help. You knew immediately, though. I heard you say something down there.
I thought it was Gato.
Same. So someone's out there basically wearing Bushi's gear. The problem was the body type did not look like Bushi, but you kind of were like, wait, what's going on here? And then as soon as he got the chance to, he like decked him. And by the way, little tidbit for anybody who watches it, go back when you watch it, the guy grabs him like this before he does the turn, so that was another thing that ruined it. He ends up putting, I don't know if those were nunchucks or what.
Nah, it was like one of those 007 wires.
Bro, it was supposed to be the wire that got used on Winnie the Pooh in South Park.
Oh my god.
That's what it was supposed to be. He basically choked him out to set him up, and then Evil got up and took advantage, and there was another chair by him, so you knew what time it was.
Mm-hmm, but this time, Evil, he stomps him in the nuts. Stomp him in the nuts. Picks him up. Everything is evil. 1, 2, 3. We got a new double champ.
Bro. So look, I don't know if Rob knew, but my jaw hit the floor when Evil won. Because I was watching on my phone upstairs and Rob was watching downstairs on the TV. And I was just like, yo, did this really just happen? And then literally, so I'm watching like the celebration just begin, and Rob goes, "Is that it?" I wanted to yell, "Yep," and then the 3 count happened.
Man,
like, dude, Evil's. Do you think this was just riding the hot hand? Was this planned?
I mean, strike while the iron's hot, I guess, but I was not expecting this, and it's like this. How many times is this gonna happen to Naito? He's giving the ball and have it snatched away from him.
Listen. I'm gonna read Smart to Death. He had some really great thoughts that I loved when we were talking about this.
Well, have at it.
So he has a good one here. He says, "I think we take for granted how damn good Naito is." And then he gets into, he didn't like Evil winning both belts. He liked the turn, but man, Naito can't spend shit for time on top, Kenny. And I kind of felt like, so what do you think of that, though? Like, do you agree that he kind of... I feel like his rank... Bro, Jon Moxley's been champion longer than him. Like, think about that. And you're like, Jon Moxley's in New Japan? Some people are probably saying, yes, he's the IWGP US champ.
Yeah.
Like, what... So, I don't know, man. Naito just can't catch a break.
Well, I don't know if they're going to build towards like a redemption arc, maybe?
Perhaps, but how many... so he had his last redemption arc, and he didn't win at Wrestle Kingdom 12, and then it took him until 14 to finally do it.
They did it for Okada.
I hope that the booking's there, because then what do you do with Okada? You know he's got to get back in the mix eventually. Yeah. You got a lot of people who could be main players right now.
And Evil's still a 6-man tag champ, right? Technically. So he has 3 belts.
You could
top that, Bailey.
You can get rid of those belts, in my opinion. Though you don't need those.
And they'll end up back on God.
Yeah, and also, for the record, he didn't come out with that title, so that shows you how much he cares about it. What was I going to say here? Overall, the grade for this match was a B. This pay-per-view overall, Rob, what do you want to say for this?
I'm on the cusp of like a B minus B.
I say B minus as well. It wasn't what you would expect from a New Japan show. Normally we're much higher, like it's usually B plus or A minus for these shows, but B minus for this. Given what they had for the circumstances, I thought they still delivered a really good show.
Oh, yeah.
I love New Japan. I wish I could talk more New Japan, but I can't be up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like right now I'm tired. You guys can see the sun behind me. Like this is real right now. Like I'm tired.
Now, after the match, Evil gets on the mic. I don't speak Japanese, but I can understand the tone of what he was saying. He basically said, like, in case you didn't know, my name is Evil. I'm the former pariah of Naito. But now I'm with Bullet Club, and I'm represented by this man. It was Bushi. Bushi takes off his mask, and it's Dick to go. Now, for those who aren't familiar, I don't know if you remember Kai and Tai.
The original Kai.
The original Kai and Tai. With Taka Michinoku, Shofunaki, Dick to go, and who was the other guy? Shiryu.
Yeah. They had 4 members originally in Kai and Tai, and Dick to go was one of them. So, yeah. What's going on, Mohammed from Malaysia? Thank you for joining us, brother. I greatly appreciate that. But, yeah, dude, that was something else, man.
Yeah. So after he takes his mask off, they start stomping out
Naito
again. Hiromu comes back out. Is Hiromu the only one that cares?
Where was Sanada?
Where was he? Where's the real Ibushi?
Maybe he got beat up.
I mean, I know Shingo got attacked earlier by Desperado, but he couldn't be that hurt. Come help your boy.
Yeah,
I thought Chaos didn't care about each other.
Listen, Bullet Club's looking strong, bro.
Yeah. Except for that leader.
So is Naito the leader now? That was another thing I saw people talk about on Twitter. Naito is the de facto leader. I just saw a lot of people writing.
Well, I guess he was always the leader, but
or no, I'm sorry, I said Naito. I meant Evil. Evil is now the leader
because he's the champ.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Jay White's still the leader, but hope they kick his ass out.
For sure, man. And wow, after Dominion, it's just shocking. Evil really now is living to his name.
That's right.
I agree, Mohammed, man. Dang, dude. Good to have someone from Malaysia in here, man. That's really dope, man. If you like the content, subscribe, brother. But this is just straight up amazing, dude. Like, Evil's the champ. If you would have told me this like 3 days ago, normally I say like, if you told me this 3 months ago, if you told me this 3 days ago, I'd be like, you're joking, bro, right? There's no way Evil's winning. I said that Okada winning was the layup. I was like, yeah, there's no way Evil wins this. I mean, I'm glad they gave him a chance, blah, 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 but no way.
All right, and before we go back to what you were saying with Hiromu getting his match against the champion, he basically got on the mic and said, I'm next. I can't believe you did this to LIJ, but take me on. Evil gets on the mic, says nothing, just drops it right in front of him, walks out. Hiromu freaking lost it. Starts screaming. He runs to the back. He took a opposite out. I thought he was gonna go attack Evil again, but
yeah. So and then Mohammed just brought up. He says he has a prediction. The next story in New Japan's main event storyline will be we see Hiromu Takahashi's road to vanquish Evil. I think you could tell a better story. What about Sanada being the one? Former tag team partner. He took his head off, and Sanada's been looking for that road to redemption since the losses to Okada. You could really build Sanada up. Like, I'm telling you, Sanada's going to become the world heavyweight champ. It's just when. And I think it could be time.
Yeah.
It could be time to let him. Broken says Jay White is still the leader of Bullet Club.
Boo.
Stop hating, bro.
No.
DC says Evil has held every belt he is eligible for as heavyweight champ except the U.S. title. Go see your boy Moxley.
And there's a stripper from him again.
Terrible.
These issues.
Terrible. But guys, if you enjoyed the content for the New Japan show, the Dominion show today, do me a favor, hit that like button for us. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm, helps more people see the video wherever you're from, people who just like pro wrestling in general. So please hit that like button to help a brother out. Also, if you enjoyed the content today, please hit the subscribe button as well. And let me know if you guys like the New Japan stuff in the comments below. Stick around after the video. Leave me a comment. Drop me some love, man. And just tell me, what do you think is going to happen going forward? I was really looking forward to that Destiny show. Or, I'm sorry, Dynasty. And I thought that was going to be a really big show with, like, so many good matches on In the Garden, man. Yeah. Because we were debating on going to that. And I really wish that that was going to happen. Did Broken just say not boring Sonata? How dare you, sir? Sonata is the man. That's how I feel. Over Jay White. I'm just saying. I would love to see those two mix it up. But I love Sonata. Sonata is definitely someone I want to see as champ. Let's see here.
Mom has a question. What is happening to Jay White looking at Evil holding the double belts? It's a good question.
Maybe.
What about Kenta?
It could be. Could it spell the N for Jay White as the leader? How do you look as a leader when one of the new guys coming in takes all the belts? This could be another story element to Bullet Club. You were talking about, you were seeing some cracks in Bullet Club. I had mentioned on the last video. I don't think you were on that one, but I mentioned that you said you were seeing cracks in there. You still see it? Thank you to my good friend Mohammed for subscribing. Yeah, I have that way too big. I still have it set for the AEW settings. I apologize. Right. Thank you, though, Mohammed. You had the dope background of your boy Orange Cassidy going up to one of the people, giving him the hand tap. That's what that's supposed to be.
Evil is going to be Evil 4 belts once Dynasty will be done and dusted. Oh, damn.
Man.
Hey, I mean...
It's a great story to tell,
Is
though.
he still going to keep that 6-man title, though?
Dude, get rid of that belt. Those belts are not good, in my opinion. Too many titles. Yeah. This show looks to be great. I don't want to drag this out, though. If you guys want to, this goes out on audio platforms. That'll probably be at some point later today once this video is done processing. So, and it's taking longer because of the pandemic, so I apologize now for that. But it'll be out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. You guys can take it around. It's this is a short one today. It wasn't too long, so I was expecting way longer. I thought we were going to be out here for an hour, but 40 minutes ain't too bad. Hey, it is what it is. But let me see here. And what will happen to Jay White if he got kicked out of Bullet Club? He's getting his ass kicked. That's what's happening to him. Uncertainty in his future. Do you think, could he be a top babyface to you?
Triple H wants him.
Boo. Evil winning the belts opens up for number 2s to finally win tournaments like the G1. I like DC's thoughts here. Good thoughts, DC. Maybe Goto or Ishii will finally get a shot. I would love it. We were talking about Ishii earlier in this. Like, Ishii...
That's his boy.
Yeah, dude. The Stone Pitbull deserves to be in there. Like, if you guys don't know, like, some of my favorites are Sonata. I'm looking at you, Broken. Ishii... I'm trying to think of who else. I stick up for Taichi because I feel bad that people like to dump on him.
Taichi's not bad.
No, Taichi's dope in my opinion. I'm a big fan of Kota Ibushi. There's so many good people in here. Okada, I think Sho's won me over. Shingo has as well. At first I thought they were just pushing Shingo way too hard, but then I was like, no, the dude's damn good. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. But you guys bring up some good points, man. This was a fun show. If you guys want, make sure you go back and check it out. But for me and for Rob, this is it. Anything you got to say, Rob?
Like, share, subscribe.
Other than that, guys, we are out. Peace.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand, This the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans, not many who's here can understand everything pro wrestling. They can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson. Yes.
Everything Pro Wrestling, it's your boys from the Everything College Basketball Podcast and Facebook group. I'm Josh Burton, letting you all know that if you like the college game, that there's only one spot to come find all you need to know.
Yep, Josh, Peyton, and myself, Tyler. We are the three voices of ECB Podcast and Facebook group. Peyton, tell them where they can find us and listen to us at.
Well, Tyler, you can find us on Anchor, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, and all other podcast hosting sites. Also, go join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups like Everything College Basketball.
So if you want everything you need to know about the collegiate game or have a passion for it, there's only one spot that you need to check out on a weekly basis or a daily basis with the Facebook group. That's Everything College Basketball. Now let's get back to Conrad informing you on everything pro wrestling and the workings around it.
Brother.
Are you looking for the newest and hottest in the world of pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 6,000 hours of the best events from over 150 of your favorite promotions from 20 different countries around the globe. Brands like Progress Wrestling, Evolve Wrestling, Combat Zone, Defy, PCW Ultra, PWX, Over the Top, Shine, and hundreds of others with fresh content added every day for only $5.99 per month. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.